FameTrain, and I'm here with DJ Icey Hott of the legendary group Street Military. What's up, Icey Hott?
What's up with it, Angel?
I'm so glad to have you on the show. And basically, you know, we just want the people to know about you and Street Military. DJ Icey Hott is a very important piece of the fabric of the rap and hip hop here in Houston. He's made a lot of contributions to our rap game here. So why don't you tell us, how did you decide that you wanted to be in the entertainment industry? How old were you? Where were you when you made that show?
I was like, about like 5 years old, you know what I'm saying?
5, wow.
Yeah, my parents, they, took me to, some spots, when I was younger, took me to them grown spots, you know what I'm saying? And,
Right.
I was, doing, entertainment, just, from young, all the way back, like when the Kung Fu fighting song was out and stuff like that, won some money with, doing that. I was about 5 doing that, kicking and it went on from there, So, I've been, stayed in the entertainment, doing stuff. Got involved with, making beats and writing and, the music parts and stuff like that. I always been, staying, into, like the entertainment. Yes.
So who were some of the people in the industry, especially here locally, that influenced you, that made you say, I want to get in the rap game, this is something I want to do?
Well, R.I.P. Willie Cricket, it's some older cats, Captain Jack, Steve Fournier, R.P. Cola, Les Surpace, and it goes on to it's some my older brothers and stuff. I'd come up around older cats when I was younger, so I always used to pick up some game, like that,
Right. So how is it that you find yourself becoming a part of Street Military, or a part of that movement of creating Street Military, the group?
Well, I knew Lil Flea, and he stayed in Mo City back in the day. They used to go hard on the streets out there. You know what I'm saying? So, and Lil Dara, aka Pharaoh, out in South Park. You know what I'm saying? And we used to be in popping contests and, entertainment stuff. And, me and Lil Dara, we hooked up and was working on music and stuff like that. And, I moved to Mo City, and then, we hooked up, with Flea and stuff. And KB, my cousin, he was on the north side. We brought him in. He was young. He was he the youngest in the group. And Nut from, he from out there, Mo City too. R.I.P. to Nut. It was a hype man, you know what I'm saying? He'll dive off the stage and dive in the crowd. Sometimes he don't even worry about hitting the crowd. He just hit straight on the ground, get back up, That's part of, that was a great part of, our group, what I'm saying, with Nut, he's a great factor too with my group, what I'm saying.
And so, how many members again in Street Military?
Well, it's a whole bunch of them, but the main ones was on the front line. It's 5, what I'm saying, like that. You can practically say 6 too, because I'm not gonna forget about Klondike Cat too. What I'm saying. Cat, was a solo, doing solo artist stuff, and we, I feel like, Cat had, good talents and stuff. So, we was on the same record label back then. There was Gerard Ruckus, what I'm saying, with Key Babin, what I'm saying. He, we met up, back in the day and stuff, and he had the love for, what we was all doing and stuff like that, and he got behind us back then, along with other people down the road too, and working with us. But You know, we started off, you know, at my house, and you know, I worked on some tracks and stuff, and you know, we started kicking it from there. You know what I'm saying, like that.
So who gave you the game as far as being a DJ? Like, who taught you how to DJ?
Well, my older brother, he you know, he used to have a lot of records and stuff, and you know, we had the old school turntables, like the I say the J.C. Penney looking turntable with,
Yeah.
you know, they had the radio on it and stuff like that, and you know, we wasn't working the fader back then. We was working off the balance knob. You know what I'm saying? So I put one speaker on one turntable with the balance knob. So when I turn the balance knob, it only had one speaker, so it'll cut the music right there. So we had two like that. So that's, you know, I started off like that back then. You know, it wasn't no faders. I was on the knob back then, turning the knob from scratch. You know, then it got more advanced to up and down on the faders.
Right.
Like that, and then they put the crossfader. You know what I'm saying, like that. So, you know, I just grew up with it. You
So
know.
when you started DJing, when you first started, who was the hottest DJ out? Like at that time that you looked up to or that you thought was tight?
It probably been I give Jam Master J, DJ Clark Kent, Grandmaster Flash. You know what I'm saying?
What about here locally in Houston?
And
you think?
what I give, you know, some to like, you know, for sure I'm gonna give some props to Screw, Dare Scott, you know what I'm saying? R.P. Cola, you know what I'm saying? Terry T, which is like King T, you know what I'm saying? You might know him. You know, Surpace and them. You know, it's a lot more out there. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's a whole list of DJs. They gonna be like, man, you forgot what I put. I'm like, hey, you know, you know, they go in there like that.
Who are some of the other entertainers that here locally that you remember that were hot too at that time?
You know the Willie D, Scarface, Bushwick, Ready Red, them Ghetto Boys, and them. K Reno and them, you know, SPC, Gangsta Nip, you know what I'm saying?
Now, have you worked with any of these artists?
Yeah, I done worked with majority, you know, a good batch of artists. Been putting in a lot of work when there ain't nothing going on. You know what I'm saying? We gotta, you know, keep working and make something happen and go on. You know what I'm saying? So,
Right.
you know.
What do you think Houston needs to do as far as the entertainment industry to maybe compete with some of the other cities across the country, specifically in the DJ?
Well, you know, mainly is radio play. You know what I'm saying? We got it. You know, we getting a lot of support like with the internet radio stuff, but the actual FM, AM radio stations, you know what I'm saying, that play in your car, they, you know, need to play more, you know, of Houston music, period. Just,
Right,
you know,
absolutely.
from rap to blues to jazz to rock to whatever. You know, it's a lot of music here.
Right.
So, you know what I'm saying, to accommodate everybody, but it's gonna take more than one station
That's
here
right.
to put it, you know, on a better, you know, platform
scale.
for the world, so they could, you know, have a better focus on varieties of music that's being made here.
Right. The Street Military, are all the members kind of still involved at this point with Street Military, or have they kind of done solo projects, or?
Yeah, everybody done worked on stuff and stuff. We done been worldwide. We dropped a record, you know, with EMI and Wild Pitch in '93 in New York, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, New York, you know, if you put your leg, you put your footwork down and you handle your business on a professional level, then you'll be dealing with, you know, New York and the Cali, the East and the West Coast, you know what I'm saying, like that. So, back then, New York, came to my house. They knocked on the door like, like they draft you, like they come draft, LeBron
Yeah.
or Curry and them, or,
Right. How did you feel when that happened? Were you
the
just
draft, like, they come. I mean, I just felt like, we was already out there and, putting in a lot of work out there, and, it was, we was doing it on a major level anyway, so it was like, it was different labels, it wasn't no internet back then, so, we was just going by connections and stuff like that, and so it's a lot more easier to kind of expose and get stuff out there, but, the music industry is a little more different now, and don't think, for the youngsters out there, don't think I can't make nothing. I can make everything what y'all making, and plus, you know what I'm saying, I'm just letting you know, the experience take you far, and you know what I'm saying, so I can make whatever y'all need made on production, whatever y'all need done with the music, you know what I'm saying, yeah, we could get it done, you know what I'm saying.
so Icey Hott? Out of all the shows that you guys did, Street Military, what would you say was the biggest response? What song got the biggest response, you think, from the audience, from the crowd?
I mean, we got songs that we did back in the day, like one of them that we did was called The Episode, you know what I'm saying, the next episode we talk about, being young and, poverty and stuff like that, and then we had one that it was like an intro. We were working on the album and had Lil Darryl, aka Fabro. He sung this like country song. It's like it was just a skit. We was in the studio. We had, a few minutes left for the time was through and stuff like that. So, Ro hit a little melody. I'm like, go in there, we're gonna do that. And it was kind of, he kind of said everybody's name and stuff like that. And we was like, we wanted that, so we got it real quick. And it was like, that's an intro, man. And a lot of people, remember that, that it's a country song that, we had did. It was an intro, though, but out of a lot of songs we did, a lot of people that probably don't even listen to rap or something, they know that it was, it's that fight, that, them hoes can't fade Street Military. That was that song, that,
Yeah.
But we got Tears Came from Making This Dream and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Kick Dough Burglar. We were mainly underground, you know what I'm saying? When we dropped back in the day, we was on the, the level like, we didn't need the radio, you know what I'm saying? Because it was like, man, you got to go through too much to try to get you some radio play. So we went on here and just, stayed dropping music and get it out there, and it was getting out there. And so we dropped Tears Came, and we did stuff for Golden Boy. He used to be, you know what I'm saying, like working with some, us back in the day and stuff. So we did a drop for him.
Right.
And then we turned that drop into a song called Another Hit. That Please Can I Have Another Hit? Like that, you know what I'm saying? And, we did that for Golden Boy, but, and then we just went on and say, man, we making a song, put it on there, because we like, the drop we did for him, and it was pretty tight,
Cool. So, what do you currently have going? You have some music?
Yeah, I got a website, where you could come and, you could buy my music, downloads and stuff like that. I got music tracks, like if you want some beats and stuff from the 90s, I got some 90s beats up in there, and, some stuff like that. You could get some current beats made fresh, freshly done. But you go to superjamming.com. It's spelled SUPAJAMMIN.com, And then you could check out got some tracks on there. Then it got the Spread album. I worked on one with Mr. Baldhead. We got an album called Super Jammin' on Super Jammin' site. You know what I'm saying? And all the street military. You could go iTunes or whatever. You could find it. We are. I got stuff. Around. You could find it, but if you come to Super Jammin', you deal directly with me.
Already.
And I got clothesline. I've been doing shirts and stuff called Snot Rag. That's my publishing company. So I publish need stuff published. It get out there. So, got a record company, Bayou City Records. I stay in the mix on stuff.
Right.
I got a new album I'm gonna drop. It's I go on and tell you the name of it because it's coming in the way.
Mm-hmm.
It's called Hustling Instructions. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna help some of the cats out there that that's in the music business and help you keep your drive, and you know what I'm saying, and it's gonna have some songs on there that's keep you focused on the business, you know what I'm saying, and hopefully it'll bring success, from there.
Already. That's what's up.
Yeah.
All right. Any shout outs before we close out and let you go? Anybody you want to give a shout out to?
Well, I shout out to, what I'm saying, my, my two daughters, you know what I'm saying, Verdi, Kaya, you know what I'm saying, that's my baby girls, and my other children, you know what I'm saying, my boys and stuff, and my family and everybody, and all my friends, and the people that been supportive and stuff like that, and y'all keep doing y'all thing, man, and keep going, man, and it'll be better, man, you know what I'm saying, and keep God with it, and that's it, like that,
Alrighty, that sounds good to me. Well, thank you so much for tuning in to FameTrain TV, here with Icey Hott of Street Military.
While we hustle but don't, we be doing the most. So baby, what do you know about Gulf Coast? I'm from that Gulf Coast. I'm from that Gulf Coast. While we hustle but don't, we be doing the most. Hold up your cup and toast for Gulf Coast. I'm from that Gulf Coast. Southside, dirty third, yep, that I be. Pulling out on these haters, I'm looking out too clean. Finna take you on a tour, come ride with me. To Houston, Corpus Christi, even New Orleans. We gon' cover the Gulf Coast. Texas.